Hello, guys. I'm a little bit early, I know. I just wanted to get on here and say happy Monday. Hope all is well. Say, wait on a few people to get in here. Hope all is well with everybody. Everything's been going good with me. See, there's one, two. How's everybody doing? I hadn't been on here in a while. Just wanted to hop on and for a bit. Just been chilling, getting me another little setup going here. Hello, guys. There's four. Hey, Luna. How are you? Good to see you too. Want to get on here for a bit and just chill. How's the weather treating you, Luna? Good. I've been doing okay. Everything's going good. Just been busy. About it. It's probably 70 some. It's probably that. Here 70 to 80. Been raining like crazy here. Cold weather's a coming. That old snow's a coming. I hope we get a snow this year. A white Christmas would be cool. We ain't had one of them in forever. Hey, Dodie. I'm doing good. Doing good. How's Facebook life treating you guys? I ain't been on here in a minute. Oh, goodness. Sitting here looking at my cookbooks. How's, yeah, Facebook. I meant, how's YouTube, uh, how's YouTube treating you? Facebook. I'm so used to looking at Facebook sometimes. Haven't been on but once since I finished my hike. Where'd you hike to? I heard a few people hardly gets on here anymore. That was whole state of Washington. Good night. How long did that take you? I need to walk more. 31 days. That ain't bad. I bet you seen a lot of stuff, didn't you? A lot of places, different places. I need to start getting on here more. I've been thinking about it. 31 days. How did you, where did you stay at? In a tent or well, how did that work for you? Community page. I'll have to check that out. Like I said, I hadn't been on here in a minute. I just been busy doing life. I've moved and all that good stuff we have. Where did you stay at? How did that work? I'll have to check that out. I want to go to Washington. I want to go to places like Gettysburg. I want to go to um the big cemetery. 2 nights and RV stops for an over. Oh, that's cool. Our hostel up here, not far from us, got washed out in a bad mudslide. It was bad. Yeah, that happened not too long ago after the big flood that we've had several months ago. The hostel was after it had a big mudslide. They're rebuilding. And its part, the Appalachian Trail goes right through where the hostel is and up towards Hartford and Cosby. Bring to the AT next year. Holy cow. What's AT if you don't mind me asking? Yeah, I want to get on here and start doing like a cook, um, like recipes and stuff. Appalachian Duh. I just mentioned it. Yeah, they're up towards, like I said, up towards Cosby, Hartford, and all that. There's a hostel, I'm going to say, in between Hartford and the Waterville exit, maybe, in Newport, up towards up 40. They had a bad, they had a bad washout. That lady, she cooks for, it was a beautiful place up there. They're rebuilding though. You could camp there. They'd let you camp there. The lady and her husband, they got their own little um, house that they cook in for the people coming across the trail. And then they actually let you camp there too. And the people that wants to rest coming across the Appalachian Trail can rest too. We'll start in Springer, Georgia, and at the end, West Virginia, Virginia state line. Yeah, we done a trip. Which storm, Kit Kat? The Helene, yeah, was bad. It wasn't too far. No, it wasn't too far from me. We did a lot of yeah, Helene. Yeah, it was bad. And then not too long after that, they had a bad mudslide up there on 40. And Helene had already shut it down and they finally got it back open one way. This is right about the time they got it back open, and there's a mudslide up there. It come plumb off the mountain and re-shut the interstate down. They had to re-clean it up and then open it back up. They've got it going both ways one way, one going towards Asheville and one coming back from on 40 now. Yeah, it was bad. We did a lot of giving away stuff to help the lane victims. North Carolina, all the Greene County. It was bad. A lot of lives, and a lot of lives took, and a lot of lives tore apart. It was washed out, a major bridge out, and then the other bridge that my family could use to get. Yeah, they was washed out for days. They finally got the one. It wiped Kinser Park, wiped it away, wiped Banks Farm away in Greene County. It was bad. It wiped out the whole campground at Banks Farm. Oh, that's cool, Luna. That's cool. Yeah, it's open now. Kit Kat Kathy. Yeah, they've opened several. They're rebuilding. I still see remnants out whenever I ride out on the motorcycle. I'll take a few of the back roads where it got washed out. They've rebuilt the Kinser Park with the campground back. But Banks Farm, it's totally gone. Who all we got on here watching? Luna and Kit Kat. Luna, yeah, there's Yins are in here, but I see 7 watching. Let's figure I'd get on here and hang out. I'm glad you're getting to do all that stuff, Luna. I like I like Kinser Park, but they got the pool and stuff, you know. I like Mammoth Ridge too. Hey, turn the page. How are you? I want to go see volcanoes too, Luna. I've been watching on YouTube every time there's one that had been going off for a little bit not too long ago. I'm doing good, turn the page. Just been busy, hadn't been on here. I've been scrolling through YouTube. That's about it. I know, but I want to watch one go off. Like I was watching on YouTube where it was alive and on TikTok, uh, where they had it roped off so people could watch it. It had went off like I want to say towards Hawaii or something. I can't. My mind is not too good these days. I can't remember worth of crap. But it happened not too long ago, and then it did it again. I want to go somewhere like that. What do you mean by crazy? It was crazy whenever I was on here. Some of the lives I've done, it got pretty wild back in the day. It's crazier. Oh shit. I've been doing I've been doing weddings and all that, you know. I ain't had time to get on YouTube. I heard a few people ain't got on here. Kemper and Jimbo. I've been watching for Jimbo to go live. I ain't seen him go live in a while. Kemper ain't went live much. I guess Ernie's still on there. Or did he violate his stuff yet? Yeah, he ain't been live in a while. I've been watching for it. You don't watch either of them? Yeah. Ernie quit again? What is that, the 3 millionth time the goofball quit? Pulled a Griff? Yeah, I remember all them days. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure Yun's probably have what? Hello, J Law. What's his sister's talked him out of been on YouTube? Well, that's probably good. Maybe he'll get his head straight. But knowing Ernie, as long as I've known him, he probably he probably will get on there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure some of you guys remember whenever I went live and it was crazy. Has anybody heard from Rap? I usually he used to email me. Rap, Ernie, Katie. Uh, I watch Katie and all them. Nicolene, I don't know if she still goes live. Like I said, I ain't been on here much. Not often. I don't. I ain't touched. No, I don't think. Not often. I don't think. 777. Um, damn. Yeah, I know. I remember whenever they had me swatted, but what they didn't know was they didn't swat me. They didn't know where I was at. They swatted one of my old addresses. Cops came. The people, the people that lived by there got a hold of me and was watching them. Said, I know. I figured they would. Yeah, it was wild. There's peeping out like peeping toms, watching them beat on the door, 2 or 3 carloads. I think he said that there was like 3 loads or something. Yeah, that's crazy going real live. And then you had Ernie going by where I used to, one of my other places I lived, at one of the restaurants, taking selfies and then posting after he had done gone. Whenever I showed up over there where he was supposed to be at, he wouldn't know Ernie. Ernie was gone. But he had just posted a picture, some pictures of just like he was there right then, you know. It was crazy. Yeah. Yeah, it was wild. I've become a good boy since then. I'm a saint now. If you look in the background, I got a halo. I used to have I cut my hair off. I didn't go plumb bald, but I did whack it off. Yeah, you were always a good person. Yeah, I always try to be a good person. At first, it was for the right reason, you know, whenever I was with them. And if I do decide to do that again, it won't be with people like that. I could go on one of the sites right now and probably bust 15 to 20 if I wanted to. Oh, goodness. Kit Kat, what area are you from? Greene County? Hey, gamer girl. How are you? And I'm sure some of y'all have changed your names for reasons, you know. Oh, that's cool. I'm glad you guys are good, doing good. I've been doing okay, gamer girl. We've been taking rides. We went through Tennessee, Virginia, and Kentucky a week or so ago. I've been doing good. Been doing officiating weddings and all that. Mainly been at the house. I like cooking, which I posted some videos of my cookings. I like cooking. I've got some recipes I want to put on here soon. Have like a recipe ordeal. Tried to be a saint. Burgers. I like making burgers. I use the good ground beef, onions. I like smoking my stuff. My chicken, I do that. I'm making meatloaf tonight. I put ground beef, eggs, crackers or breadcrumbs, whatever. Season it up real good. I put a little bit of barbecue for the taste. I put a little bit of barbecue sauce in my stuff. Hang on just a second. I'm gonna look out at my smoker, make sure it's good. I like grilled chicken and stuff. Yeah, I like chicken. I like food. I like I got meatloaf on right now. And I'll smoke it probably for about 4 hours. Grilled chicken, salad, baked potato. Yeah, I've got potatoes on the. That's what I'm having. We're having meatloaf and potatoes and green beans, which of course I don't smoke mashed potatoes on there, but I do. I do too. Like my chicken, I use the chicken quarters. I'll season them up and inject them with like a butter. I inject my leg quarters and stuff with like a butter. Then I'll season it and then smoke them. And then I take the skin and you can take the skin off of it like a chicken leg or a breast and lay it out flat, cool it off. Well, you season it, cool it off, and then whenever you pull it out, you let it rest. Me too. I I've lost like 30 pounds, but you can take the skins, season it, put it in the fridge for 15 or 20 minutes, pull it out, and get you some hot oil and make, I make chicken skins, like pork skins. Instead of pork, it's chicken skins. That's really good. I like cooking. Chicken skins are good. Yeah, like I said, I got meatloaf. I use good ground beef, eggs, crumbs, like breadcrumbs or crackers, whatever. Then I'll smoke it for about 4 hours. I like taking potato wedges and season them up real good with salt, pepper, and I got some other. See, I got about 100 seasonings over here. A blueberry muffin. I like peach cobbler. And then I'll take and cut the potatoes up like tater wedges and butter them and season them up and do them that way. It's really good. I've got a bunch of pictures I'm gonna put on YouTube since I'm gonna start coming back doing lives. And I've got some recipes too, like I said. I've got one I'm gonna try is I'll tell you another one that's really good is smoked cream cheese is really good. If you take and make two patties like of hamburger meat, do your originally, mix it all up, eggs, crackers. Some people use this ketchup. You can use it ever how you want to. Make it like two big patties and put cream cheese in with it and make it another layer in between the two of cream cheese and smoke it real good for 4 hours. And that's good. I do meatloaf like that sometimes. And then take cream cheese and smoke it, and then get you some like cherry pie filling and smoke it too with it. It's really good. I'm smoker poor. And what else have I done? I take jalapeno poppers, the peppers, cut them and I leave a little bit of I take the seeds out and then I leave um, a little bit of the white in there. That's where air fryer, air fryer is good. I take the peppers and cut them. I clean all the seeds out and I'll put cream cheese and all that in them and smoke them too. That's really good. You'd think it would be hot. Now, if you left the seeds in there and too much of the white, it'd be hot enough you'd be sweating bullets. I've got two cookbooks that I like to use, and a lot of it I already know, like 7 Up biscuits. I know how to do that. 7 Up biscuits is really good. Air fryer is really good. You can do all kinds of stuff with an air fryer. What else? And the wings, I like wings too. I do them 2 hours, and the first hour I'll do them on 225, and then I'll flip them over within 30 minutes. And then after the hour's gone by, I'll turn it up to 350 to 400 and do them another 30 minutes on each side. That's really good. I had an air fryer, but I got it stolen. You can do a lot of stuff in an air fryer. I did potatoes in air fryer, fried like tater chips, and then man, they was good. Made like scallop potatoes in one. I guess you guys like ribs too, don't you? You guys like ribs? I've tried several. Yeah, they come out good. It don't take no time either. And I've tried ribs a few different ways, like the 3-2-1 method, where you cook them season them, pull the membrane off the back of them, season them, and then smoke them for 3 hours, rib bone down, and then I took and laid out some aluminum foil and put butter, barbecue seasoning, garlic, and salt and pepper, and then wrapped them real tight. Did that for 2 hours, and then whenever I pulled the 2 hours was up, for the last hour, I took and put the barbecue sauce on them and smoked them. Three unwrapped, seasoned, wrapped 2 hours, and then 1 hour to get the barbecue sauce to flavor for 1 hour. That's called the 3-2-1 method. That's really good. You can do them ever how you want to. Some people does them solid. Depends on the meat on the ribs too. You don't want to overcook them. A lot of people says overcooked ribs is whenever they fall off the bone. Some people like them to fall off the bone. And then you got I like doing pork butts. That's a little process. I inject the ribs with some butter, garlic, salt and pepper, uh, and a little bit of beef broth to keep them moist. You don't want to get a dry rib. Yeah, the kebabs are really good. Steak, chicken, shrimp, onion, bell peppers. Some people put tomatoes on them. I like taking tomatoes and putting them in one of my metal bowls, salt and pepper them, and a little bit of garlic, salt, what they call SPG, salt, pepper, and garlic, and then smoking them, wrapping them in aluminum foil in the bowl and smoking them for like an hour or so. That's really good. So I like food. I like doing different baked beans, homemade. Oh, did he leave? Oh, was he just on YouTube? Oh, yeah. Somebody else said that a while ago. He has left YouTube for the gazillionth time. I probably can't even, him and Griff, I probably can't even come up with the name of the numbers that they've left YouTube. Did he say, I'm leaving YouTube at all costs? Oh, shit. What else have I done on? I like homemade potato salad. I made some of that the other day. No, his sister told him to. When did Ernie ever listen to his sister or anybody? He may have listened for a little bit, but I give him about a week or so, 2 weeks at the most. And the crazy thing, he could be a good dude if he wasn't that crazy. Uh, he is just now. What, on YouTube again? Damn, didn't go long. But he sure could come up with some doozies, like the werewolf and all that. Good night. I heard Tina's still on here. I'll be right back. Right back, guys. I gotta. Oh, he's listening to his sister. Well, maybe she'll help him get his head straight. I'll be right back. I'm back. I had the potty. Yeah, he could, like I said a while ago, he could be a good dude if he'd just get his head straight and all that. Whenever I first met Ernie, he wasn't like that. He had some stories, but as time went on, it was a doozy. He started getting around Tina, and Tina had him convinced that I don't know what. Yeah, it is for the best. He needs to listen to his sister. He needs to get out of that damn legal trouble and get his damn head straight. Whenever we was doing the bust and stuff, it all was going good, you know. It was for the right reasons. And then it just went downhill from there. Especially whenever Tina would say that they had tunnels in the mountains and she'd see lights and all that. He just started listening to Tina. You know what the crazy thing is? You know how I'm sure you can remember this is whenever Tina claimed that the restaurant in behind them sold human parts as food and all that. Remember that? Saying that they was in the woods shooting them and stuff. Well, Tina, guess who bought the place that they was in? They had their place there in Cosby on well, shit, realty place. Well, the restaurant who Tina and Xander, they said that the restaurant in behind them come out of the woods and shoot them, tried to burn their stage down. Tina always claimed that they sold human parts as food and all that shit. Well, they had went to move. They put their place up for sale. Tina and Xander did through a realty company. Well, the restaurant in behind them, the woodshed, bought the place, put them plumb out in Newport or in Cosby. They was doozies. Then they could have been good people, you know, but they was just so far out there that I don't know if they'll ever come back to reality. Talking about ghost monsters coming through the utility lines and all that. I've still got the videos somewhere. I've got a lot of my stuff privated, but I still got it all. That was crazy. But anyways, well, maybe all I'm gonna say about that is maybe he'll get his head straight and listen to his sister. That's all I know. And quit claiming all the crap he claims. Oh goodness. How's the weather treating you, gamer girl? Yeah, it's beautiful here too. It's probably in the 80s. Yeah, it been raining, thunderstorms and crap. I got moved my bike yesterday, fired it up. I ain't been riding much. Just been hanging out here at the house and doing this and that. Rain. Well, maybe it'll rain and give you guys some Even after all the rain here, they claim it's a drought. Even after the flood that we had, they claim it was a drought. True grits with cheese. Where'd you go, Luna? Luna, you still on here? I figured Katie would get in here. Yeah, I'll be back on maybe later. Maybe maybe they're busy. Yeah. How long have I been on here? 47. I may get off here shortly and get back on here a little bit later. May get back on here later with a few recipes if anybody would be interested. There's one called a pineapple cheese salad. Chili. Well, I like, yeah. I may get on here later with some recipes. Talking about muffins. There's one called Heavenly Made Muffins. Mm. What are you cooking? You said earlier, but I think, but I hadn't paid attention anymore. Refresh my old memory. Hummingbird cake with cream cheese frosting. Burgers, yeah, I love burgers. Do them, or they come out of a box? How do you do yours? Oh, I made some fried chicken the other day. That was really good. I like doing burgers. Round steak with white sauce. I like that recipe. Oh, you smoke the patties? Yeah, I like smoked. I do that sometimes too. Maybe once I get back on here, getting my setup going back, I can do a live and go through the process of what I do, you know. I like I said, the meatloaf and stuff. I like adding cheese to it. You make the patties. That's what I do too. I mix cheese. Hello, Mandy. Thank you. I take and patty them out. I season them and sometimes I'll put cheese in mine, shredded cheese, and smoke them. They're really good. Onions, which I have cheated and did smoke the box ones, but if I did box, I would let them thaw out and then add a little bit of salt and pepper to them, and then I smoked them. Half burger and half salt. Yeah, that's really good. It's really good. So some of them, my papa did that. He would use, sometimes he'd use to make it a little spicy. He would use, not a lot, but some mild sausage in with the hamburger. It's really good. Or hot sausage with, hamburger. It would give it a little bit of a tang. He wouldn't use too much of it, but too much of it would have you sweating. I miss them days whenever my mama would cook, papa would cook. You go in and they had a farm table, every kind of bacon, sausage, tenderloin, because they killed their own hogs. And I miss them days. Use it in spaghetti. I made some chicken Alfredo day before yesterday. I smoked it too. Onions, pickles, sharp cheddar. You put the pickles in your meat? I hadn't tried that. I've had pickles on a burger, of course, but I hadn't. I just thought about putting pickles in your meat and pattying them out. I bet you that would be good. I'll have to try it one day. Oh, on top? I may make a. Yeah, it was good. I smoked the chicken first and then I chopped it up. I put like 4 pieces of breast. It made 2 pans. I smoked the chicken first and then the noodles, done all that. Then I made the sauce and all that in with it. And then I put it back on the smoker for about an hour. It was really good. You can I like macaronis like that too. Put the macaroni, 2 blocks of cheese in the middle, pour your macaroni around it, add some milk and, oh shit, I can't remember the name of it, but you can put some milk and, oh, hmm, hang on just a second. I had a brain forgetful. Half and half in with it, and then cover it and smoke it. Really good. Then whenever it gets done, you can put your cheese toppings on it, buffalo chicken dips. Yeah, it's real. I hadn't done that, but I like to try, I like dips and stuff like that. I'll have to try that buffalo chicken dip on the smoker. I do pork loins. I like pork loins on the grill. Pork butt, make pulled pork sandwiches, really good. If I get too in a bind, I'll use a crock pot, but hardly ever. You can tell the difference from a smoker to the crock pot ordeal. That's why I don't do it too much. Yeah, I can probably figure it out. Buffalo sauce. Yeah, Velveeta. I like Velveeta canned chicken. I'll have to try that. I'm gonna try it with. Do my chicken first, smoke it, then do the Velveeta and the sauce, and let the cheese melt up real good and stir it. I'll try that. Ranch. I bet that would be good. I ain't never had no uh, dip like that on the smoker. I don't think. I've had everything else on the smoker. Pork chops, really good. A lot of people does it ever different ways, you know. I like trying new things. Beer canned chicken is supposed to be good. I'm gonna try that. Tenderloin, like I said, really good. But you have to watch because you can overcook them. Be dry as a bone. It'd be like that turkey on National Lampoon's Vacation. Whenever he hit it, it went and smoke come out of it, and it was so dry inside. Oh shit, that's crazy. What else? I'll do a dump. I like a dump. What some people would call a dump cake, but cobbler, peach cobbler, like that. Smoked, really good. You remember that turkey? Whenever he hits it, goes to cut it, and it busts open, makes them tender. Yeah, I've heard several people like a pork butt too. Let it soak and marinated with Dr. Pepper chicken. I'd say it would. Like the 7 Up biscuits, you could use half a can of 7 Up or Sprite. It's really good. I know some older people used to cook. They was German, and they would cook in liquor and everything. It's really good though. Really good. pork chops and Dr. Pepper to try that. I hadn't never tried a pork chop and Dr. Pepper. A lot of people I see do it with some Coke too. I never done it, but it's all about pulling them off at the right time. Because, like I said, you can overcook them and they'll be dry. Yeah, I miss my grandma too. My mama would, well, she'd have a feast for breakfast and a feast, they would have a feast for supper. She could did, Papa would cook sometimes, but she did all the breakfast and Papa would do the dinner. And have a dang feast. I get told I cook overcook, you know. Not whenever I say overcook, I mean I fix too much. That's where I get it from because one or two people you don't I'm so used to still to this day cooking for a lot of people and there's only two of us and my kids, you know, comes over. Salmon patties is really good, you know, but for usually for the most part there's only two of us. I'll overfix, you know, and that's where I got it from. Is the way she did, you know. And yeah, I like salmon patties and black eyed peas mixed together with macaroni and cheese on the side with a roll. Like I was only cooking the Alfredo for two people. I fixed enough probably for I fixed two whole ended up fixing two whole 9 by 13 pans full. So needless to say, I've been eating noodles and chicken for a day or two. I like it. Made some black eyed pea patties. One's kind of like, I bet you that would be good. I never did that either. All you would do is do it like did he do it like the salmon patties? Probably smushed them up and put his top, mixed it in with flour or whatever, or cornmeal. I bet that would be good. I like potato patties. To potato patties and green bean or soup beans, flour, yeah. Put a little bit of pepper and salt in there, mix it all up. Which, if you get the right kind of beans, uh, that's already got a salt texture to it, so you don't want to put too much salt. Leftover potatoes, flour. I put a little bit of butter in the potatoes to mix them up and then put the flour in with it. Really good. My papa could make some good soup, vegetable soup, made potato soup. Really good. Like in stewed potatoes. A lot of people thinks that there's oh potatoes potato soup is the same as stewed potatoes. Well, it about is, but it's not, you know. I miss them days. We'd go over and they'd kill hogs, you know, I'd help them. And they'd have tenderloin, sausage, bacon. My cousin, he liked what they call breakfast sausage, which is sausage, but it's Banner brand. But it used to, it come in cans. It still does come in cans, but now then it's so much salt in it. They'd have all kinds of stuff for us to eat. Homemade biscuits. And for supper, they would do breaded tenderloin and homemade biscuits, and it was good. Hamburger meat. That's what Papa did, what he did in his vegetable soup. Sometimes he would use the chunked beef, but he liked using hamburger meat. It was really good. And sometimes in his potato soup, he would take and put a few pieces of stew meat in it. But sometimes he would take vegetable, not the hamburger meat, and put it in with just a little bit of it. Really good. That's the old Southern ways. Then you got stuff. Whenever I was a kid, you didn't hear about like tater tot casserole or Dorito casserole or and all that, you know. But now then you got all that. It's really good though. Really good. Homemade chicken and dumplings. Yeah. Papa would, Mama would scramble them, and Papa, she'd get Papa to do the fried eggs. You know, really good. And sometimes he did breakfast for supper: biscuits and gravy, tenderloin, bacon and sausage. The Banner brand sausage is different from breakfast sausage, like a regular sausage patty, but it's still sausage, just done a different way. It's really good. But now then they make it, can't eat too much of it. It'll drive your blood pressure to Jesus. Probably tablespoons is probably all you can eat with all the rest of the meat. It'd drive your blood pressure to Jesus in no time. I'll tell you something I ain't good at, and that's making pizza dough. I made some pizzas not too long ago. It took, it didn't turn out too well. See, I used to back in the, I'll give you how far back it was. Whenever the Twin Towers got hit, I worked at a feed mill. Well, that's what they did was make feed for the chicken houses. Georgia, Alabama, uh, North Carolina. They all had different ways. Some of them would be used. The one I worked at used poultry meal, which poultry meal if people knowed how this was really made, they probably wouldn't eat it. Um, in the feed, they would take poultry meal. Okay, let me break it down. Poultry meal is dead chickens cooked and ground into meal. That's all it is. Well, in the fat, you go to these restaurants and where they empty their grease and they have traps and all that. That's all the fat they put the fat. Valley Protein put the fat in it, okay, in the feed. Well, all it is from all these millions of thousands of restaurants, their oil, okay. And then you had starter, finisher, and withdrawal, and phosphate. Well, in the starter, that was a steroid. You put a bag of it and phosphate, which is rock. Chicken has to have rock to be able to um, get their feed to break up. Like we got teeth, they used rock. And then there's cornmeal in there. But yeah, that's how chicken feed's made. And then withdrawal is to start pulling the stuff out, the supposed to be able to poop it out or whatever, and that causes the ammonia and all that. That's why if you walk into a chicken house, if you don't got on a goggle, it will take your breath. And then the finisher is what they give them in 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks. That's how chicken's made. And then some places like in North Carolina would go around to these cookie dough places that makes cookies. They'd get all the oils and stuff and put it in their feed. Yeah. If people really knowed what was in it, now then they have it out of Chattanooga. And all these places like Purdue and Tyson chicken and all that say, oh, they ain't no uh, steroids or nothing in that food. They're liars. You know, I worked for Cook Foods in Marshtown, Tennessee, and they got it cooked chicken houses all over the world. Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi. So yeah, if they know what all was in it, but you got Purdue, I see it on TV all the time, him showing big fat chickens out into walking into grazing into their little field. No, you didn't get that chicken that fat by doing that. No, no, no. But anyway, but yeah, it's interesting. Phosphate and oil, poultry meal, which is whenever whenever they go into chicken houses, if they've got dead chicken, it goes too. They'll take that dead chicken and throw all the feathers, the feet, the heads, all in this big vat and cook it until it turns to powder. That's why they call it poultry meal. It went into feed. That's why the chicken houses that they got has like 1 million chickens in a chicken house. 30,000 to a chicken house. You know, they'd have on one farm, they'd have 1 million chickens. Now I've got a place over in one city off 160, which is the Inca exit, going up 81. that actually has a hog farm and stuff. And I go over there sometimes and get meats. He's got his hogs strictly on, and cows on silage and corn that they've actually growed themselves. I went to this one place to look at a hog whenever I killed hogs, and they had a hog there. Hogs there weighed 800 pounds. He does the same thing, but his hogs are in mud like the normal hog would be. The guy over in Inca has them on concrete. Yeah, chicken would be good. Chicken eggs, the eggs is an arm and a leg now. It's ridiculous how high stuff is going, you know. Meal $5. You would thought of it's come down. All right, Mandy. No, every one of you guys. I appreciate you guys watching, listening. All right. It's good talking to you too. I may be back on later or tomorrow about the same time. I may have do a few recipes online tomorrow or after a while. I'm going to start doing more lives. No drama. I may get sidewinded on a few things, you know, but other than that, I'm going to try to do it just a place to hang out, talk like old timey remedies, like dandelion tea and all that. So you guys have a good day. It's good to see you guys. I appreciate you guys watching and all that. I'm going to get off here and finish my cooking up for the old lady and all that. So you guys have a good day. I'm glad you guys are here with me. You guys have a good day. Mandy, get your laundry done. Nice and uncrinkled. You guys be safe at all cost.